always like a difference in time. So sometimes I push the button to stream on Twitch and it just starts streaming. Other times I push the button to stream and it takes however long it wants to take to connect. Same thing happens to Facebook Live, where I swear there are times where I push go live and it just, and other times I push the button and I'm just like, okay, waiting, screen's still black. I mean, it's not black now because you're obviously seeing it, but excuse me. Before this, it definitely was black. I'm gonna fix it though, because on Facebook it looks a little funky. I like it. I still don't like it. Normally I have it all set up and pretty, but it's just, I don't like how it looks right now. Okay, it looks like it's straight. It looks like they're about level 2, so we'll call it a day. Okay, so obviously for today's video, as the title always says, it's usually what it's about. I want to talk about soreness in the gym. It's kind of the general idea. As far as who this video is for, definitely more so in my opinion for people that are newer to the gym. Kind of already said in all of my fitness videos, and by kind of I have, that the fitness videos that I want to do are not going to be so much geared towards people who have been in the gym for a while, because number one, I feel like for most people, if you want to learn how to do a bicep curl, or you want to learn how to do a box jump, or you want some more in-depth fitness advice, I don't really feel like there's a lack, or there's no lack of places that you can go find it, whether it's a fucking reading an article, a YouTube video. There is someone out there, and I can say this, I can say that I consider myself to be a subjectively attractive dude, but at the end of the day, I promise you there is somebody out there who is going to look better than me, have more knowledge than me, have a physiology degree, bachelor's or master's or whatever degree. So there's probably someone out there who has even more knowledge or insight than I do. But what I did notice, and why I still want to talk about fitness, is that I do love fitness. I think fitness is very fun to talk about. I do have a lot of knowledge in it. I've done way too much research for myself when I first started getting into the gym. And therefore, I kind of want to cater to the audience of people who don't normally always have their questions answered for these videos. Reason being is I feel like a lot of fitness people make videos for people that they know are going to watch their videos again, because usually if you've been going to the gym for 6 months to a year, you're going to probably keep on going. You're probably not going to quit unless you have a baby or some other crazy shit happens. So most of those videos, most of those channels, most of those people are catering to that audience because they're never going to leave. But my goal, again, is to help make people's lives better and improve their lives. And if you learn how to do a bicep curl 10% better, that's not really going to improve your overall quality of life. Sure, it might make your arm, your arms a little bit bigger over time, but it's not going to actually improve the quality. So the point of the fitness videos is more of a little bit of motivation, a little bit of information, and also just to kind of help people who are newer or getting into the gym. Because at the end of the day, like I said, you can go find somebody else who knows even more than I do, or who looks better than I do, or who lifts more weight than I do, who can give you specific advice. So if it is something that you are getting into or wanting to, have more knowledge in, and you're kind of starting out, or maybe you've been doing it for a while, or you've been out of it for a while, just information to help those kinds of people, because at the end of the day, that's the whole name of the game, is helping people get better. So people that have already been doing it for 6 months to a year to 2 years, 5 years, they probably already know what the fuck they're doing. And if they don't, then they probably are getting advice from someone who they're looking for something specific, not just generalistic ideas and advice, and more like introduction to fitness stuff. And again, I think the reason why these videos aren't made is because people just don't want to make them, because at the end of the day, if you're being honest with yourself, if you're making content and your goal is to make money, that's what I'm going to tell you. If your goal is to make money making content, obviously you're going to make videos that people are going to want to watch or rewatch, and not so much for people to watch one single time and never watch again, because why would you have to watch a video on being sore or something like that ever again? If you have the general idea, you're good to go. Once you get past that general level of soreness, it's not a video you're going to go rewatching in. But again, like I said, it's just the difference of idea of trying to help people holistically, and then also just trying to be a content creator to make content. So that's what I have for an intro. It was a little bit longer than normal, but we're here now. So I guess I wish I could timestamp this for these different live videos, but I don't think that I can. And if I can, and someone knows more than I do about that, please let me know, and I will start timestamping where my little rant for the beginning ends. Excuse me, and then where the actual video starts. I said a while ago I wanted to do it like this, where I kind of talked a little bit about what I wanted to do my videos on. I realize that if you're watching live, you're probably not watching on YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, you're never going to see us anyways because I cut this part out. But if you happen to watch live and you don't catch the whole thing and you end up seeing this portion and maybe you end up going to watch the rest of the video, let me know if you like these random ass intros that I do sometimes where I just kind of babble about whatever. Because if you do, I might try leaving them in some of the YouTube videos and seeing if anybody gives a shit about the randomness. If not, then I'll just keep taking it out because I really don't care. So that's what I have. We're gonna get the actual video going. So if there was a timestamp, this would be it. Hello everybody out there. So for today's video, I wanted to do a video on soreness in the gym. Excuse me. As I normally say, these fitness videos are meant for people that are kind of getting into fitness, newer to fitness, someone who's been out of the game for a little bit, or someone maybe who's been doing it for a while and just isn't really seeing the progress they want to see, or has general questions about this topic. Excuse me. Don't want to do videos on how to do bicep curls or how to do a box jump or how to be a better CrossFit athlete because I know that there is someone out there who lifts more weight than I do, someone who maybe looks better than I do aesthetically, someone who knows more about CrossFit or exercise science or whatever. So that is not really the audience that I'm trying to cater to, I guess, with these videos. These videos are literally meant for people that are new, getting into it, getting back into it, dipping their toe into it, however you want to put it, because at the end of the day, the idea of this whole series, channel, videos, all this stuff is to help people improve their general lives. Excuse me. I'm aware of how much fitness helps people, how much confidence it can give you, like I said, how it can improve your quality of life. So at the end of the day, that's why I want to make these videos that are more for the introduction and more like I said, introduction questions or things that I wish I would have known that I know now. And so kind of just spreading that knowledge, because at the end of the day, if I wanted to make videos about bicep curls, I'd be like everybody else, and it's boring as fuck, and you can go find that anywhere. You can go read a fucking Google article. But what you can't do is find a lot of introductory stuff and things that are literally like a section of videos that are devoted to people hey, if you're new, watch this. It'll help you get past some of the bumps and, twists and turns in the beginning of you getting into fitness, because at the end of the day, like I said, more people that are into fitness, the more people that'll be happy, positive, and it'll change their lives like it changed mine. So without further ado, this actual topic was asked to me by someone who watches my channel on YouTube. They asked me, so I haven't gone to the gym for 10 years. I recently got into the gym and I did about an hour of lifting. It was a full body workout. I focused a lot on upper body and as far as my arms and my shoulders and also my legs and my butt. It was a girl, just so you can know that who it was and their gender, if that matters. But I guess just more so the reason why they focus on those body parts versus a holistic body routine. And they let me know that they were super sore and they decided to take 2 weeks off, and then they never went back to the gym ever again. Which I'm not laughing at at them, but I'm laughing at that sentiment because I have been there. I have been in the position before where I remember when I first started going to the gym, I did a hour-and-a-half long workout and it was literally for arms. And I shit you not, for the next day or two, lifting my arms up was not a fun process if I could do it at all. I remember having a manager at my old job ask me, why are you acting like such a big baby? And I said, I can't lift my arms above my shoulders. That's how bad my arms hurt. And what I'm going to tell you right off the rip is that it happens. It's going to happen if you overwork yourself when you first start getting into the gym. And I'm going to tell you it's not a good thing. So what I'm going to tell you is kind of more of what I would recommend and what I think you should stay away from. So I'm going to start with what you should stay away from. So if you're new into the gym, getting back into the gym, whatever it may be, you do not need to be doing an hour-and-a-half long arm workout. Even if you're someone like myself who's been in the gym for, several years, 5-6 years, something like that, you still don't need to be doing an hour-and-a-half long arm workout. But I'm going to dead ass tell you, if you are new, brand new, getting back into it, you are going to demolish your arms into the ground and you're going to do more negative than you are positive. You're going to do more negative because you're going to be so sore that you're not. It's always really random when my phone decides to ring during a video because then I don't edit that, so I have no idea what that looks like on YouTube because I don't know. So we'll see what that looks like on the actual video. So my apologies for that. It's actually really funny. So I'm actually going to turn my phone on silent so you can see the back of my wall over there. Okay, we're good. Okay, so anyways, what I was saying is you're going to demolish yourself into the ground. And what that ends up meaning is that your arms are going to be so sore. You're not going to want to work out. You're not going to want to touch them. You're not going to want to do any other body part aside from maybe training your legs. because they're going to be so sore, you're going to have torn up so much muscle fiber that your recovery is going to be delayed. So you're not going to be able to bounce back and be able to lift with your arms again sooner. You're not going to be able to put on lean muscle mass any faster. All you're doing is working yourself to a point where you're doing more damage than you are like actual positive results. So think about this, and I've kind of said it before, it's like the digging a hole analogy. When you first start going to the gym, you want to dig a 1 foot hole. You want to get out of the gym. The 1 foot hole is you working out. You want to get home, you want to have, your food, your protein shake, whatever. You want to put 1 foot of dirt back on the hole. And then after you're done eating, you go to bed that night, you go to sleep, you're going to put another foot of dirt, which is you getting rest and recovery, on top of that hole. So now you have a foot of dirt on top of a foot of dirt in the hole. So you're gaining progress over time. But, and again, I have to clear this notification because it's going to drive me insane. But if you're working out for an hour and a half training your arms, you're going to be so damn sore that you've now dug a 3 foot hole, and you're going to put a foot of dirt back on it from working out, and a foot of dirt on it from eating, and a foot of dirt on it from sleeping. So now you still have a fucking 1 foot hole, and you're going to go to the next day, and then you're going to still have to, recover again after you try and train another body part, and just down and you go. And it's just a vicious cycle that keeps on going. So don't overtrain for that reason. And then another big reason, obviously, as well, is that, like I said, if you are someone who, let's say you train full body or you train legs or some crazy stuff like that, and you murder it, and you can barely walk by day 2, day 3, sitting down to go like take a shit or go pee, something as dumb as that is, like that hurts. And like it hurts to the point in time where you're like, I don't want to go work out anymore. Like I feel like shit. I don't like how this feels and I hate it. So I'm going to tell you, don't kill yourself that much because you will regret it. You'll probably want to quit. A lot of people do quit. I've been in the position where I was like, I got to take a week off because I did a full body workout. Like I told you in the very beginning where my arms were so sore. I'm like, oh, my arms are so sore. And then I was like, okay, I'll wait a few days. And I tried training legs. My legs were so sore and I was just dying. So I'm telling you, you kind of have to like taper your way up. So when you first start going to the gym, it doesn't matter what type of workout routine you're doing. This is like the do portion. I told you the don'ts, now the do's. When you first start going to the gym or getting back into it or whatever it may be, limit the amount of exercise that you're doing. And that sounds kind of counterintuitive. If you're doing cardio, don't worry about it. You can do as much cardio as you want. I wouldn't say do as much as you want, like hours, but do as much as you want. And it sounds counterintuitive to say like limit yourself as far as how much lifting you're doing. But I'm telling you, again, you're going to dig a deeper hole. You're going to do more damage than you're actually able to recover out of. So as far as how much time, I would honestly tell you, if you're first getting back in, maybe a half hour, maybe 45 minutes max. And that means doing anywhere from 6 to maybe 12 sets. And that 12 sets is pushing it. 6 to 8 sets sounds even better for me. And I would see how you feel. That doesn't mean don't go to failure. That doesn't mean don't push yourself. That doesn't mean if you could do 15 reps, you shouldn't up the weight. Yes, you should. But what I'm saying is don't be sitting there when you first get back into the gym or first start going to the gym and murder yourself into the ground to the point in time where you don't want to go anymore, to the point in time where you're throwing up, to the point in time where you're passing out, because that's the point in time where you're not going to want to go anymore. You're not going to want to do it. You're going to be so sore. You're going to feel like shit. And there's a higher chance that you're going to quit. Something else, like the additional, the do, the don't, and the do, is the extra info. So for the extra info portion of this whole like thought process is, people have also asked me before, not for this video specifically, but also I let my, my friend, I keep on start calling everybody friends on YouTube. Everybody's a friend now. So for the friend on YouTube, I did let them know as well that being sore is not a bad thing. Like some people will tell you like, oh, you have to be sore or you shouldn't be sore. And I'm going to tell you it's okay. Especially when you first start training, it's okay to be sore. I'm also going to tell you that you're going to know the difference between you being just sore and you fucking your shit up. Because I have also been in the position before where I've injured my shoulder. And I'm not saying I tore anything or I like broke anything or anything crazy like that. But I will tell you that it hurt for about a month straight. I don't ever know what I did to it because I didn't work it out. I didn't touch it. But there was a distinct difference between you're fucking your shoulder up and your shoulders are sore from training really heavy. There's a big difference. And even when you first start, it may like feel like you tore something or some craziness. Now, if you tore it, you're gonna know. I promise you're gonna know. But also, if you're tearing something when you first start going to the gym, you're probably looking like a jackass anyways. And then I feel bad for you, but also I don't if that's what caused it. But you probably didn't tear anything or fuck anything up. So there's a difference. So it's okay to be sore. That's not a bad thing. Now, the caveat to this, like the addition that I told to the YouTube friend, I gotta keep getting used to that. The YouTube friend was later on down the road, do not judge if your workout is hard enough, strenuous enough, you lifted enough weight by if you are sore. Soreness a lot of times is lactic acid building up. It's lactic acid that needs to be taken out by the body, and it's a big scientific thing that I'm not going to break down for you because, again, if you want to figure that out, go fucking Google it or YouTube it from somebody else. Not trying to sound like a dick, but it's just the truth. There's someone who will give you the very scientific breakdown. But what I'm telling you is do not rely on being sore to be a representative that you had a good workout. Now, if you go super heavy on a workout, let's say, for example, just a quick example. I know it's a little bit extreme if you're kind of new into the gym, but I'm giving you a, hey, in 6 months, remember that Ethan said this, because it'll save you from doing what I did, which is being an asshole and being like, well, I got to work out for 2 hours or something because this isn't working because I'm not sore anymore. Because eventually your body will stop being as sore, if sore at all. And it's because your body's at a point in time where you're recovering fast enough and you're not just beating the fuck out of it into the ground. So what I'm going to tell you is, if you get to the point in time where you're 6 months in, a year in, you're going to get to the point in time where you're not going to be as sore. Now, if the example I was going to give you, say that you normally squat 225, so 2 plates on the bar each side for 10 reps, and you go into the gym and say, today I'm going to go really heavy, I'm going to do just 6 reps of squats, and you do 285, so 2 plates and 25 on each side for squats for 6 reps, 5 reps. If you do it with good form, and you're doing it correctly, and you do it for the same amount of sets, and the next day you're not a little sore, then I'm going to bet you weren't doing it with that good of form, or you could have been doing heavier weight this entire time, maybe not 220, maybe not 285 for 10, but you could have been doing more weight for more reps, and so you haven't been pushing yourself. Or if you are sore, then that means you've pushed yourself with a heavier weight. More reps are usually not going to equate to you being sore 6 months down, a year down the road, but heavier weight with good form will. So just keep that in mind. Don't let you being sore dictate if you feel like you had a good workout. Don't go chasing soreness, because I'm going to tell you it's going to lead to you end up doing stupid shit, overtraining, and just wasting your time in the gym. So kind of like a side caveat note to that. I think that's pretty much what I have as far as the idea of soreness. That was kind of the question that I was asked. I do like that somebody reached out and asked me a question directly, just because it was kind of cool for the, I've had a few of these that I've asked through like Facebook, people that I know who have asked me questions and I've wanted to answer them on videos, but having somebody from like the YouTube friend group ask me a question was dope. I actually really appreciated it. Additional side note that you will get to see in the YouTube video, and I guess no you won't because I changed the phone after someone called, so you won't get to see it. I do have, someone did ask, a new Marilyn Monroe poster that I got for my birthday. It's right around St. Patrick's Day time, so that's why it's all green. It's a bunch of Marilyn Monroe. It's kind of hard to see in these 2 videos right now. But if anybody does have Marilyn Monroe stuff and you're just like, fuck, I'm going to get rid of this, I will send you a P.O. box and you can send it to me. Because I'll put it on the wall. I will put it on the wall behind me and I will say, so-and-so sent me Marilyn Monroe, blah, blah, blah. That's pretty much what I got. At this point in time, I'm going to answer live questions on Facebook Live as well as Twitch TV. So if you want to be part of being able to ask questions live every Monday and Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and Saturdays typically it's gonna be between 5 and 7. It's gonna be somewhere in there. It's kind of shitty, but my schedule is changing so much on Saturdays at work that I don't have a direct time. But somewhere in there, I'll try and get it more consistent sooner than later. But if you do want to ask live questions, that's the way to do it. If you want to ask questions outside of that, feel free to message me on any social networking platform, because I love answering questions. Because the goal of this channel, the goal of all this stuff at the end of the day is to help improve 100 million people's lives. And that sounds like a crazy goal, but it's what I want to do. Whether it's in small little ways by brightening someone's day with a funny ass video that I do, or a random video, or maybe it's just completely changing somebody's lives, or finding something in the middle where it improves someone's relationship with their girlfriend, their mom, their dad, whoever it may be. That is what I want to do. It's what I want to accomplish. The best way for me to do that, though, is if you would please share this content if you've got any value out of it. If you thought it was funny, if you think it'll brighten someone's day, if you think it's helpful in any way, please feel free to share it on your page, share it with someone directly, tag them in the video, whatever it may be. Because the more people that see this content, the more people it's going to be able to help their lives, again, in small ways and in big ways. I don't want to ask people to like and subscribe. If you want to do that, you want to support me in that way, it's awesome. I appreciate it, but I don't like asking because I think it's disingenuous, insincere. Same reason I don't cut my videos, because people that do that, I feel like, again, are just disingenuous, insincere. I'm not reading a script. I'm telling you off the top of my head where I'm at, how I feel, what I think. It's no bullshit. It's all coming from the hard truth bucket. If you haven't seen that video, I don't remember the name of it. I'll have to remember it for next time so I can tell you, go watch the video. But everything I'm saying is coming from hard truth. It's not coming from bullshit. At the end of the day, that is what I got. I'm going to answer these questions. So for the YouTube friends out there, stay healthy and stay safe, guys. And I'll talk to you real soon. Bye.